What is going on, you guys? It's that time of the week, the weekly recap. It is August 9th, 2026. Let's get right into it, you guys. Okay, so THORChain.net, bit of a slow day, but it is Sunday. If you go back to last Sunday, it was like the slowest week of last week, so totally normal, but we've had a pretty good week this week, you guys. Nothing to wave a stick at. You'd love to see it. We got lots to talk about. Let's move on, guys. So, Kenton had some news for the marketing update. So DeFiLlama now has a THORChain dashboard. Really, really cool. And if you click this launch the app, it takes you to swap.thorchain.org. Swap.thorchain.org. That's the official interface of THORChain for those who don't know. So that's pretty cool, but it has all the statistics here. So when people who are researching, learning about new things, they're going to have this lovely dashboard that breaks everything down. And there's actually more stuff on the site too related to THORChain. Can't talk about all in the recap, but great job to Kenton. It is live, so you love to see it. The word of THORChain is spreading. We're spreading the word of freedom, decentralized access to layer one assets. It's a beautiful thing, you guys. Let's move on. The big topic is 3.20, right? That's a huge update, as people may or may not know. We haven't churned for quite some time due to an unfortunate, exploit we had, the GG20, that's just caused some hangover issues. The team is working really, really hard, you guys. If you check it out here, this is the AI, this is our Hugenbot, this is like 87 contributions, 210 contributions, 723 contributions. Hugen's running hot lately, guys, and we all know the bottleneck is humans, right? Humans have to review all the code and all this stuff, so our devs are working really, really hard. If you look at the most recent activity, it's Sunday, they're still pushing things, they're still doing things, so, 3.20, it's coming. I'm going to try this Thursday to see if we can get someone on to help us, give us a more specific time, because I know the community is just getting, they really want to know, and I totally understand, because we haven't churned in such a long time. So we'll see if this Thursday we can get you a good answer on that. To be determined on that, guys, but our boys are working. Don't forget it. On Thursday, man, we had a banger episode. It was a Rujira, the app layer episode. Gosh, you guys, we talked about so much, new perps design, and for that new perp design, no funding rates going to be related to arbitrage. We talked about custom concentrated liquidity, dynamic custom liquidity, A lot of cool things. We're actually going to drop something here. If you guys watch the weekly recap, you're going to get some alpha. This is a short that has not been produced yet. You're going to hear it first time here, so you are rewarded for watching the recap. You're all about the alpha. Let's see what Hans has to say.
So what can we look forward to next then? We got that out of the way. Like what are you guys working on? Well,
the sort of, the high level roadmap is to get to kind of having fully decentralized, permissionless, open source perps. And there are a couple of steps needed to get there. Namely an extension to our automated market maker, so you can create, we call it TCL, which allows you to create liquidity within a range of Uniswap Big3. And then on top of that, we will build a more sophisticated automated market making protocol called DCL, which uses Oracle prices. And, PM will go into this in much more detail. But that is a prerequisite, because that's the kind of AMM strategy that you'll want to deploy if you want to deploy liquidity into a perps market. If you're not a sophisticated market maker, you can't be there writing bots and having them replace orders. So that's the prerequisite to that. But then we'll roll out perps, and it's a new model of perps, which doesn't have a funding rate. Is the bottom line. Every other perps market is sort of it's isolated and siloed, right? They Hyperliquid or whoever, they build perps first and then they introduce spot markets afterwards. Whereas we come at this from the opposite direction, and so instead of relying on third party funding rate arbitrage to stabilize the price of your perps market, we'll have basically what's called funding markets, where you cash out your winnings in perps USDC into real USDC. And as those markets dislocate, it's the equivalent of a funding rate on a perps market. And all of that volume, so people cashing in, cashing out, winning, losing, all that activity, which is typically 10 times the volume that you see on spot, is going to be stabilized by the spot market through THORChain and stabilized by the flows through THORChain, which is quite new and quite unique, I think.
You guys heard it here, and yes, before you freak out, we saw the grammatical error where it said purpose market instead of perps market. Coke is on it. Remember, Coke is Estonian, so he's an inferior life form. He doesn't do well with thinking. But he's on it. He's aware. He'll fix that. But that is so cool, you guys. And you just heard something that hasn't been released yet. Very, very interesting. It just shows you the power of real decentralized permissionless liquidity pools, what you can build on top of that. We're on it, boys. We are on to something winning here. To give you a little highlight, also, Pragmatic Monkey showed this to you on THORChain. I'm going to show you here. This is an automated trading platform here. And what's so cool is you can actually see the strategies of other people and how successful they've been. So check this out. This is a TCY RUNE automated trading. It's up to 80% APR. And you literally can copy this. You can go down the list here and see everyone's trading. You can make your own strategy. If you're like, you know what, I can do better than 80% APR. This person's an imbecile. You click strategy here and it takes you to this and you can configure everything to your heart's intent. You can choose the assets here, anything you want to do. This is really, really cool, guys. I don't claim to be an expert on this stuff, right? But if you're into this thing, definitely check it out. Again, no financial advice here, but it just shows you that the app layer is growing in utility and sophistication. This is really, really, really cool stuff, you guys. I love it. And always remember, guys, we have the lending function as well. And this is a very conventional, like Aave style lending, except it's real exogenous assets and it's multi-chain, right? Super cool. You have here what's available utilization. You can add money to a vault to earn, yield on it. You have lending APR, borrow APR here. Really, really cool, guys. The app layer is just getting started. It's becoming more mature. You love to see it. Shout out to Hans. Shout out to Pragmatic Monkey and all the Rujira guys. Keep building. You're doing a wonderful job. Let's go over to Saturday, guys. Wow, we had Morpheus. Morpheus is, David Morpheus, I should say, Morpheus AI. So a big problem or concern now is the centralization of AI, where you have these data centers and, AI, every prompt you type into AI, you're basically surrendering, your own information, your identity, all kinds of stuff. And some people want to build their own custom setups at home so they run their own local AI. Morpheus is a great in-betweener where you can use Morpheus to stake the More token to a specific model in order to get access to that model. And it's private, right? Any prompt that you give, it goes to Morpheus and it's not in any way connected to you. And it's, it's completely decentralized. This is a brilliant idea. Really, really cool. And we were actually planning on having a More token on THORChain because there is a ERC20 of the More token, and that is the $MOR. Unfortunately, we can't because of the recent thing, but it is coming, you guys. Really, really cool. And Morpheus is just built for this AI future. I think they're really onto something. And if you go to their website, you see in the show that they're having exponential growth right now in use. And I do mean that, exponential. Freaking awesome. And David Johnson was awesome speaker. It was so great getting to talk to him. Shares our ethos to the T. And what was really cool is that he mentioned that, you should check our website or websites in general of any project to see if you have a high AI score. And we did it in real time, and THORChain had a 95 out of 100 AI score, and David said that is the highest score he has ever seen, and that is because Kenton, our main man Kenton, is always on it and making sure THORChain is geared for all the exposure. So well done, Kenton. You're doing a great job. Let's check out the Morpheus site here. If you go to MOR.org, pretty simple. You can go all these different dashboards. Check it out here. You can go buy more. It shows you how to do that. Everything you possibly need. If you go, and you can find this on here, we're going to skip ahead here. Go to dashboard.mor.org/capital. You can actually then bridge your More. You can then, this isn't loading right now, but, you have to connect your wallet. That's what it is. And it shows you a whole list. And then you can, put your More tokens to certain AI models. You can deposit capital to earn more passively. Very, very cool. Man, David was an absolute rock star. We invite him back hopefully months from now to see the growth. Morpheus is something very special, guys. I cannot emphasize that enough. Definitely check out that podcast. It was absolutely incredible. And always remember, guys, THORChain is absolutely geared for AI. We're on top of it. There's a video here, why THORChain is perfect fit for AI agents. Randy breaks it down here. Look at him grit his teeth. He's a man. He's ready for it. He's getting after it. THORChain, we are thinking ahead. We're going to be ready, you guys. I know it's cliche. We are early, but THORChain is well positioned to take advantage of this AI future. It pays to be decentralized. It pays to do the first principles first. You guys know what I'm always harping about. So great job to Randy. Definitely check out this video too. Let's do a community shout out, guys. So we have the next Saturday is going to be a podcast with Dash, Joel, for our bro Joel from Dash. Dash is having all kinds of cool upgrades when it comes to finality, when it comes to privacy, and he really wants to talk about that. So we invite him on the show. We're going to be breaking it all down. Guys, Dash is an asset to pay attention to. They are really doing some really cool stuff. So I'm really excited to talk to our man Joel on Saturday. I cannot wait to do that. So make sure you guys don't miss that episode. And another community shout out, guys, RUNEWATCH. .org. This is powered by Maxim. Really, really cool. Let's just do something real time here. This is a random node operator. I just have no idea what it is, but we're going to click search here. It's going to bring up some information. Really, really cool. Gives you awesome metrics. It shows you their portfolio value, the next reward. This is a huge reward because we haven't churned in so freaking long, you guys. So anyone who's a node or a BP, I think this next reward is going to be pretty fat. I'm just going to say it right now. But really, really cool, guys. You can also put in your information, check out the swap volume. Really simple setup. Change the language. You can also go to THORDEX here, donate. You can also do your own memoless swap here. Really, really cool, guys. So shout out to Maxim and RuneWatch. Really, really awesome, guys. Make sure we support our community when they build really interesting things. And again, you can see all kinds of stuff. You can see bonds per node and all this stuff. Really, really awesome. Guys, if you want to follow Maxim, please check him out. It is at Rune Maxim. Look at his description, you guys. THORChain. It's one word. It's one word. That's all you need to say. I'm a THORChain. It doesn't even say I'm. He just says THORChain. That's all you need to know. That's what you know when you're locked in, when you have a one-word description under your name. So, guys, give freaking Maxim a follow. I'm going to make sure I see every notification from this guy. He's a legend, okay? Super awesome. He's a THORChain. One-word description. What else you need to know? The guy is locked in. He's building for the community. Let's support our builders. You love to see it. Great job, Maxim. It was absolute delight to have you featured on this week's weekly recap. And that's going to wrap up this weekly recap, you guys. Always remember, anything we discuss here is not financial advice. It's for educational, informational purposes only. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to have so much information coming out, particularly when 3.20 goes live. I cannot wait for that. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye now. Take care.